What if life is a game and nobody taught you the rules? Most people spend their entire lives playing a game they were programmed to lose. Most people were taught that success means going to school, getting a job, paying your bills, repeating the cycle, having a family, let the kids grow up, put the kids in school, and live happily ever after. But what if there's another way to play the game? Today, I'm going to just share three ideas that completely change how I see freedom, abundance, success, and personal growth. My name is Mark, aka Create Lifestyle. I help people, especially those over 50, break out of outdated beliefs so that they can create freedom, abundance, peace of mind, residual income, and leave a powerful legacy. And if you're under 50, these ideas can certainly help you and perhaps shave decades off of your evolution and the achievement of your goals. I call this breaking out of the matrix. And today I'm talking about self mastery, subconscious programming, consciousness, law of attraction. And I'm going to talk about three cheat codes that I've learned recently in recent years, and I'm going to share them with you. So, the first thing is you cannot master reality until you master yourself. Most people want freedom, most people want abundance and success, but few people master themselves. So, here's the big question: can you trust yourself? What does that mean? When you say that you're going to do something, do you do it to yourself? Not when you say it to somebody else, but when you say it to yourself. For instance, when you say, I'm going to get up early tomorrow and get my day started, do you do it? When you say, I'm going to go to the gym, do you do it? When you say, I'm going to watch my meals and how I eat, do you do it? Understand that every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build trust. And every time you break a promise to yourself, it builds weakness. So just imagine having a friend that always cancels plans. They say they're going to do certain things with you, and it never happens, or they cancel on you all the time. Eventually, you'll stop trusting them, right? So, this is what most people do to themselves. And then you wonder why you don't believe in your own goals. Self mastery begins with self trust. So, understand that, and here I'm going into the second thing. Understand false truths. Many facts are really just your beliefs. This matrix that we're living in, that's how I see what it is that we're in anyway. It teaches us that money's hard, success is for other people, opportunities are limited, you're too old, you're too young, you're not qualified. But are these facts? Or are they something that you just believe? So, imagine you had two brothers, right? And one is told the world is dangerous and difficult. The other is told the world is full of opportunity. 10 years later, both come back saying, Dad, you were right. And why is that? And it's because your beliefs become the filter which you experience your reality. Your brain is like a GPS. Your subconscious mind, it works that way. It doesn't judge the destination. It takes your word on where you program it to go. Change the destination, change the outcome. So, and the third thing, attention is greater than intention. Where your attention goes, your life follows. Most people say they want abundance. Most people focus on lack, however. They say they want freedom, but they focus on fear. They say they want success, but they focus on failure. Your attention is creating your experience. So let's take a look at our attention. Ask yourself, what am I focusing on all day? Am I focusing on the problems, or am I focusing on the solutions? Am I focusing on the bills, the fear, the negative news, or am I focusing on opportunity, growth, gratitude, solutions, and possibilities? Something real for me was discovering gratitude, just beginning to vibrate at that frequency of gratitude. Just being grateful for the things that you have and not worrying about what you don't have. And simply by doing that, that has programmed my mind to seek out opportunities and to seek out positive things that can help me and not focus on my problems or the news. Everybody's got problems, right? But we don't focus on them. We focus on the solutions. That's what gratitude has helped me be able to create. So understand a matrix, it just wants your attention because your attention is currency. The moment you consciously direct your attention, you begin to reclaim your freedom. Now, I talk about residual income, and because once you understand that you're in this matrix and you want to start getting out of this thing, you need a way to be sovereign over your money. It doesn't matter like what kind of vehicle you want to use, but you need something that's going to create some sovereignty. It could be real estate investing. It could be investing in stocks. It could be crypto. It could be owning a business. But you need a way to create income and be sovereign over your finances, and preferably have a way to disconnect your time from your money. One of these great ways is something called affiliate marketing. And it's basically a way to sell other people's products and services and earn money off of them on a passive residual basis. It's like paying your electric bill. Every time you pay your electric bill, somebody at the top somewhere is making money, and they're probably out on the golf course. So it's similar in concept to that, because we are using digital products. These are products that people really need and use and want. And once you set up something like that, you can begin to become sovereign over your finances. If something like that interests you, just look around and check my links and you'll see some information. So, and wrapping this thing up, self-mastery builds self-trust, and your beliefs create your reality. Most limitations are learned, and understand that your subconscious mind, it follows your programming. Attention is greater than intention, and what you focus on expands. So your freedom begins with this awareness, and then escaping the matrix begins internally. So like I always say, the only way out is in. If I'm making sense, share, subscribe, follow, do all those things. Most people try to change their reality, but people change themselves first. Master yourself, upgrade your beliefs, direct your attention, and your reality will eventually follow. The song comes to mind, free your mind and the rest will follow. So, having said all that, peace, one love, and control your destiny.